fucking horses.
And the moose.
Yeah, and the moose. The Alces, as we say.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sick of it, Richard.
Sick of what? I'm just going to say this, and you're not going to like me for it.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Big Lebowski isn't that good of a film.
Oh, is that where we're going to go tonight?
That's how we're starting the show tonight, okay? And you need to stop posting GIFs from it because it's not that good.
Excuse me?
I mean, it's not like Goodfellas or something like that.
The Big Lebowski is one of the best films ever made.
It's a good film, but it's
no. It is one of the best films ever made.
It's not one of the best.
It's beautiful, man.
It's not really beautiful.
It really is.
It's acceptable.
It's not as good as Run, Pussy, Cat, Kill.
What?
You just said that film title with the same accuracy Steve reads the news.
I know.
How dare you? Can we start this horrid bag of shit?
Let's get on with it.
This is the Fortean Slip, episode 57, the year in rear view. Richard decided that we need to take a look back at the year that was 2018. Oh, how I've missed it so already.
Oh. I got a question. You see my hand up? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Why would Steve not be here for the year end in review?
Well, you see, Phil, Steve is what we call a fair weather co-host.
I've had those.
That's not a thing.
So you see, Mr. Alcorn shows up when he is, how shall we say, available. His availability.
Available. That's how you say it.
Yes. And he is currently unavailable. And in case you didn't know, the un denotes not available.
What? That just doesn't seem right, though. Does it?
But back to the more pressing matter at hand.
I mean, it just doesn't seem right.
The Big Lebowski.
No, I thought this was a year in review.
That too. But The Big Lebowski is an excellent film, Richard.
It's a good film.
It's an excellent film.
It's a good film.
Now, it is probably one of my top 5 movies.
I like the part of the movie where he goes, "I'm 108 years old." Yeah.
Can I hang you?
No. Let him sit in it.
What the fuck, Phil?
Well, you know, I had to bring that.
No, Phil. If there was a corner that I could send you to, I would. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Poling joining us for the year in rear view.
And we already regret that decision. But I'll tell you why it's not an excellent film and it's only a good film. Because
nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Because there is ferret abuse in it.
Oh, will you stop it with the ferret abuse? Listen,
it is ferret abuse.
Listen, shit happens, okay? Shit happens.
Was that chinchillas or something?
No, he tosses a ferret.
He tosses a ferret in the bathtub with the dude, and he goes,
"Oh, that ain't right."
You don't remember that shit?
No.
You know, Jeff Bridges smoking the joint, going far out, man, fucking far out, because they found his car.
Yeah. Well, I happen to be the dude. He's not the dude. I'm the dude.
You're not the dude.
I think you're John Goodman's character.
No.
I've been the dude since high school.
He's not the dude. He's not John Goodman. I've met Phil Poling, Richard. Let me tell you what he is. He is
easy.
He's
easy.
He's
careful.
He's a retired man. Oh, a semi-retired man. Still in the middle of a midlife crisis.
I've always been. always been there. I'm proud of that fact. I'm proud of
He
that.
entered it in his late 30s and just never left.
Oh God.
20s.
Oh God, no. Oh, fucking hilarious. Yeah.
You have to be young at heart to be young.
No, listen. Lebowski's a great movie. If and, if it's not your cup of tea, there, Mr. British man, no pun intended. That's fine.
Do they
However,
bowl?
it had it had fucking Ben Gazzara, the fucking dude that fucking ruled the town in Roadhouse. He was the porno star, the porno producer.
The porno king.
He materialized out of nothing. Nothing.
It's a good show.
Well,
I'm saying it's a
he
good
had
film.
a couple of shows,
Yeah.
TV shows in the 60s. You know,
That's right.
he did. I think he played like a private eye or something in the 60s.
It had topless women being bounced on what do you call those when they to pull the fabric taut? I don't know if it's like a certain type of thing that they use, but they were throwing them up in the air and catching them.
So, Richard,
Yeah.
is there such a thing as
Phil,
bowling? And
fuck
do you understand? Do you
Phil,
understand bowling in the UK?
Phil,
Do they have bowling
Phil,
alleys in the UK?
Fuck you, Phil.
Yeah, we do have bowling alleys.
You have bowling alleys. I didn't say Polish alleys. I said I know you have Polish alleys.
So
on the east
you're
side.
not a golfer. That's what you're saying. The year in review. Richard, I'm sure you did your due diligence.
I did. I listened to a bunch of our old shows.
The
you
first day
you
I got
actually
up.
listen. Wait a minute. Whoa. You listen to our shows?
Yeah, well, I had to remind myself of what we talked about.
Did you have to take like some anti-anxiety medication?
A couple of times, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I drank like 3 bottles of tequila, but I got through it.
Oh. Okay. Was there lime involved?
Yeah, there was a bit of lime.
I always go with a little bit of lime or lemon, a little bit of
Just
salt.
did what I had to get through it, but
Straight shots,
Yeah.
tequila.
What a soldier!
Fucking, that's the way to do it, my man. That's the way to do it. You power through. So how do we start out, Richard?
So the
Day one.
first show we did of this year of 2018
Oh,
was the Flat Earth show.
the flat Earth.
And we just thoroughly took the piss out of everyone and anything to do with the whole flat Earth concept.
You guys proved it was bumpy, not flat.
This was back when we were doing the old format when I was mute for most of the show. So it was basically you and Steve just talking shit about it. And
About
it
the
worked.
flat Earth.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful flat Earth. Like sands in the hourglass.
I'm never going to get tired of this joke, but I'm going to say it again anyway, even though it's old. The Flat Earth Society has members all over the globe.
That's correct. That is correct, Richard.
All around the world.
You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it, but they do.
Let them have their day. Let them have it. That's all right. They can own that.
What about a week?
Let them have a month. Give it to them.
What about a quarter?
Yeah. Somebody says, the earth is flat. You go, yeah, okay, go.
Can we go so far as a half a year?
If there's a day of the ninja, there can be a day of the flat Earth.
The 3 days of the jackal,
The jackal.
Oh, yeah. Now, there was a movie.
The jackal. Which one? Are we talking the Bruce Willis?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. We're talking the Robert Redford one.
Oh, okay. All right, I understand. So we did the flat Earth.
That's how we started the year. It's a shame that, we didn't postpone the Tim Fasano interview, or that would have been the first show of the year, but that was on December 31st.
Mm-hmm.
So the Flat Earth was the first one in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
The next show we did was a show on John Titor. Now, this wasn't the interview of John Titor. This was just a show we did
On
about
John
time
Titor.
travel on
Right.
Titor. On
I
time
think I
travel
remember.
and
I think I actually remember that one. I remember like throwing it out that we
Mm.
should do that one.
I don't recall that one at all. This is
Well, you know,
I listen to every show and I don't remember that. John Titor
Phil.
one.
You know, you've been into the sauce quite heavy.
That must have been. Maybe it was like
Understandable.
as soon as I heard John Titor, I just immediately uncorked that bastard.
And you were just like, "This is bullshit. I'm out."
That sounds like.
But we love John Titor, so I mean, that's what you
John
get.
Titor is a cool subject, and I could talk about that for hours with his ridiculous machine and his Ford pickup truck. What a guy!
I think it was a Camaro too.
Yeah,
One of them was a
didn't he?
Camaro. Yeah, it was, he had to have a certain suspension
Right.
for the device. It had to have suspension.
Run off of his DOS based.
That's right. Listen, Phil, don't you destroy this for me. You shut your fucking mouth right now.
You invited me on the fucking show.
This is John Titor. Don't you ruin this for me.
All right, I'll let you have it. You can have it.
John Titor. Wait. John Titor's not real. Shit.
No, he's like the Easter Bunny or the Queen of England.
Not on this
Doesn't
timeline.
even-
He's not.
Okay, so what was next, Richard?
So next, but before I say that, I would just like to say that of all our listeners, Anne Reeves is the sexiest, and I would do disturbing things to her involving maple syrup.
Whoa.
Well, you know,
Whoa. Whoa. What the fuck? I just want to give a shout out to Katie Evans, who popped in to check the show out. Katie has been with us for a long time. She's on vacation right now.
smart
Katie,
gal.
that's right, as she should be. Katie, Happy New Year. And we are, as always, glad to have you. Enjoy your time with your family. Yes, Richard, you were saying about...
Yeah, just give me a second. Oh, that was good. Okay, sorry. That was the conclusion to a very long inside joke. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's great.
So
That's
the
great.
search.
I'm glad you could put that on the show for us. Not involved in the joke whatsoever.
No, that's what makes it even funnier for me.
Oh,
You two are
that's
like, what the hell's he talking about?
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay, so the third show of the year we did was our Bow to Our Mighty Robot Overlords show, in which we discussed the possible takeover by evil AI and the subjugation of mankind.
Not so much evil AI, but I was saying that it's just time. It's time to welcome the robot overlords, Richard.
Yeah.
Phil's ready.
I've already got my Roomba.
That fucking thing already runs his fucking life.
That's right. I mean, it's like, get out of my way, motherfucker, and I have to move out of the way.
Yeah.
And then we have that little box that talks to me every once in a while. That's kind of weird, but you get used to it.
Do you call it Alexa?
No, I call it whatever I want.
Oh.
Alicia, something.
Oh. Good
And
deal.
the group consensus from that show is that we were absolutely ready for our robot overlords, and we're in fact prepared to bow down to them right now.
Yes.
Although you and me got into an argument because I think that aliens will overrun us before robots do.
I'm afraid we can't let you do that, Chris.
Well,
Someone had to make that reference, Phil. God love you.
I had to let it happen, Phil. Sorry.
All right, I'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. You got it today.
I had to let it happen because I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm ready for fucking AI. I'm ready for the robot overlords. I'm ready, Phil.
We're ready.
I'm ready. You don't think it'll be a utopian life, Phil?
You
You don't think so?
really don't know.
Yeah, I think so, Phil.
What they should do is capture us and put us in one of them Matrix things, but it's always the 60s.
It's always the 60s?
Always the 60s.
Ooh. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I might need
to suit the great computer, your magnetic ink.
I don't know. We might need disco.
Disco. Okay.
Disco might need to be a thing.
What the fuck?
Come on, Phil.
What's wrong with a bit of Men at Work?
What's Men at Work? Is
Men
it
at Work
disco?
wasn't disco.
What the
I'm
fuck?
pretty sure it was. I've listened to whom I'm thinking of Men Without Hats. Safety Dance was disco, wasn't it?
No.
No.
What?
No.
Well, what was disco then?
Disco.
It was tech.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
You're
Men
fucking
in Hats
welcome,
was tech.
Richard.
Men in Hats was
Thank you
tech.
for that incredibly fucking
disco.
thoughtful description. Give me an example of it. What about the Hustle? Was that disco?
Yeah, it's kind of like a polka thing, but in rock format.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like
Do the hustle.
dance, Okay, dance.
So how is that disco, but the Safety Dance isn't disco?
That's techno, not disco.
What? No.
I just want us all to be able to go to Studio 54.
So you want to bring disco back? So we can't. So we'd have to be in the 70s perpetually.
I don't know. I guess.
Then all my favorite music was made in the 80s. So.
Well, you're bumming. You're the one that made this into a fucking decade.
Yeah. Well, fucking.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yes. No. You're right. You're right. You're right.
So what was that show about again?
What show?
The show that you were just talking about. Was it not the one after Teeter? It wasn't disco, was it?
We were talking about the robot overlords.
Oh, that's how we got to disco. Got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
It's a natural progression.
Yeah, Phil. Keep up, Phil. Jesus.
Okay, so the fourth show this year was one of our better shows, if I'm honest. It was the Todd Standing documentary review.
Oh, God, I was just talking about this last night.
Slated him.
Just talking about this last night. I actually got into a hangout last night with the one and only David Batdorf. Phil Poling was there for a little bit. And Matt Knapp. And the subject of the Todd Standing documentary came up, and Mr. Batdorf had not seen the Todd Standing documentary. And I was like, are you kidding me? You have not seen the best documentary I've ever seen in my life? You have not seen the cock-sucking, the Todd Standing cock-sucking extravaganza that is discovering Bigfoot. Yes, self-sucking. He bends himself in two to put his own penis in his mouth and promote himself shamelessly.
Like he always does.
Yes.
He like whores himself out, but he's his own pimp. So it's doubly ironic.
Yeah. If you'd like to see every 15 minutes cutscenes to Todd running through the woods in a ghillie suit, camo, on a fucking snow machine, on a four-wheeler, on a quad, discovering Bigfoot is for you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how he sneaks up on Bigfoot.
That's right.
On a quad.
Yes. So so David hadn't seen this, so we directed him to it, and it's should be interesting. I'm hoping he gets a chance to see it before, because I'm also announcing that this coming Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time, 9:00 Pacific, we will be doing Down the Rabbit Hole, and I will be joined by Mr. Batdorf. What?
Again, down the
Oh.
rabbit hole.
Oh, we're going to yes, Phil, you are correct. So yeah, are we doing that?
Wait. What was that again, Chris?
Shut up, Phil. That's what that was. That was. Don't you need to go make a fucking drink?
Not at the moment.
Oh shit. But anyway, yeah. So I will be doing a show with David. We may be discussing a little bit of the Todd Stanley documentary. But yeah. Anywho, go on. Continue, Richard.
All right. So right after we did the Todd Standing documentary review, we interviewed Claudia Ackley. Phil should remember this because he messaged me and told me to be nice.
Oh, Phil, see, that's where you made your mistake, Phil.
I make them often.
Yes. See.
So we had Claudia on the show.
Yeah, and here's the interesting fact about the whole Claudia interview. I was at the time that I had gotten the message, I was at hospice because I had a family member that was passing away, and Matt gets in touch with me and he's like, "Hey, can you talk?" And I'm like, "I gotta go to the car, but yeah." And he kind of directed me towards Claudia, and he was like, "I think you get her on the show and an interview about what she's doing." And we've said before, and I will say again, I disagree with everything that she's doing. I think that the route that she's taking is the wrong way to go about things. I think it's foolhardy. It's not the way that things should be done. Period. And I think there's better ways to spend your time to get to the ultimate outcome. So, but yeah, Claudia Ackley.
And we were very nice to her. I listened to the interview.
She still thinks we were polite. So, I mean, hey,
yeah,
all good. All good. So what was next, Richard?
So after we did the interview with Claudia Ackley, we revisited The Slender Man, and this was a really piss poor episode.
That should lasted like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't remember. I think I had wanted to at that point talk about the documentary, because I knew the documentary had been made. I didn't know if it was out. I finally seen it. I know that. I don't know if we've done a show on it since, but I have finally seen the documentary. I don't know what to make of the documentary, and I don't know what to make of the whole situation.
I think the only real lasting topic there is to show the progression of a myth.
Oh yeah, no, it's I think it's definitely a lesson in how these things become, part of the canon, if you will.
Yeah, just look how it started. One photograph.
Yeah, one photograph and a little blurb.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it really was.
A fake photo and a fake backstory, and all of a sudden it just blows up.
And a lot of people died.
Well, I don't know if a lot of people died, but, a poor little girl was almost stabbed to death. I know that happened.
Yeah.
And that's what the documentary is about. It's about those two girls and that whole situation and how they're dealing with that. And, that's the other thing, is that watching stuff like that gets me, makes me
upset.
It makes me question everything, like the parenting, our justice system, everything.
You're talking about being human.
Yeah, it's a fucking rough thing, Phil.
It's the worst.
So anyway,
we're on top of the food chain and screw everyone else.
Sure.
Including ourselves.
Especially ourselves, Phil.
That's right.
We wiped out the Cro-Magnons and the Neanderthals. We'll take it to our own people. Anyhow, those guys were dicks. So after we hit a bit of a funk in February.
We did?
Yeah.
You
Oh
mean
no,
in
like-
February?
well, early March, late
Right.
February.
Yeah.
But it started here because we clearly ran out of show topics, and we devoted an entire show to abusing Steve.
Oh.
And it's just, I'm sure we found it funny at the time, but if we go back and listen to it now, it's kind of cringeworthy.
Really?
Yeah.
I find abusing Steve to always be funny. So
It
I
never
mean-
goes out of style.
for me, I don't know that I could not enjoy it. So anyway, continue.
Alrighty then. So after we spent an entire show abusing Steve, we turned our attention to human-ape hybrids.
Ah, yes.
That old
Yes.
Human Z project of breeding women and apes. And
Yes. As we should, Richard. Isn't that the road?
you fucking little
Yo,
bitch.
you okay there, Chris?
No, I'm choking on my vape.
With me, it's rattling ice, and with you, it's choking on your vape.
You got a problem with that, Phil?
With me, it's well, as long as you don't have a problem with me rattling my ice.
Phil, you got a fucking problem with that, Phil?
Yeah, come over here. Yeah, just bring your ass over here.
Fucking, what are you gonna do about it, Phil?
Yeah.
You fucking old drunk.
Punk ass kid.
The fuck are you gonna do? Stumble over here and try to punch me? Huh?
Yeah. Stumble. Yeah, wake your ass up from the couch.
No
Hey,
shit,
you
right?
pothead, wake up.
So what was next, Richard?
After that, we did a show on H.G. Lovecraft.
Yes, one of my favorite shows of the year, by the way. Love me some H.P. Lovecraft. Got me interested in reading some of his shit. I dug out one of his books and then subsequently put it down because wound up packing everything up to move. So anyway,
No, it was a good show. I went back and listened to it. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Cthulhu and all that.
yeah, no, that was a good show. I enjoyed that one a lot.
Okay, after that, we had a real introspective look at ourselves and did a review of the slip, and we touched upon the Team Taser stuff.
Oh, God.
Team Taser. Phil, you remember that?
I don't know. Maybe I missed that show on purpose.
No,
No, but
no. You remember Team Taser?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, there you go. That's all.
I was one of the founding fathers of Team Taser.
The George Washingtons, if you will.
Yes.
The Benjamin Franklin.
I'm not sure which
Bloody
one I was.
Baron of Team Taser.
The
Baron
yes.
of Team Taser.
You were one of those founding members, weren't you?
Yeah.
Back in the day. Those were some,
But that was
interesting
a
times.
That was a time that I figured it would be a lot of fun. And for a time we were having fun. For a time.
For a time, yeah. Yeah. And I think that had that continued in the way that it was, I think it could have had a decent following.
Yeah, it did. It was off to a flying start.
Oh yeah.
And got a lot of bad rep. We got a lot of bad rep going on and stuff. It was great, but it did have a following.
Oh yeah.
And then someone got on the idea of taking over the world.
Oh no. Somebody read Downfall.
I don't know.
Somebody completely organized Big Fat Bounty.
Did they?
They did. They made it all happen. They knew everyone. They picked the teams, and they were just too badass to win,
Oh.
The show's producers were like, well, this guy's obviously won. We can't just let him win. So he's done enough. someone else has to win.
Oh,
That's what happened there.
oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought you know.
Do you know I had my plane ticket to go down there?
Yes, I do.
You know that I tore it up?
Yeah, I know that you turned it down.
You turned down Bigfoot Bounty.
Yes, he did, and rightly fucking so.
Good for you, Phil.
Good for Phil. He was right to. I probably wouldn't have.
Who was your partner going to be?
Mine?
No, Phil's.
A guy by the name of Dan Stavanovich. He's a lawyer out of New York City
Ah.
and an enthusiast.
Enthusiast.
Good for you, though, Phil.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had kind of followed what was going on in the development of that show and realized close to the end, when everyone was supposed to go down and do this fucked up interview, that it wasn't just going to be a bullshit show. It was going to be a bullshit show times 20 million.
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah,
I've only ever watched one episode, and I'm like, and I like reality TV as well.
I didn't, but I was willing to give it a shot, and I tried watching. Oh God, I was just like, oh, it's so bad.
It belonged on Spike. That's all
I actually felt sorry for the sponsors.
Yeah, no shit, right? No shit.
So after all that happened, we had another show where Steve and Chris just generally bullshitted.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've done that. We might have to do that again soon.
We had no topic whatsoever, and it was just Chris and Steve.
Steve might need a good bullshit session.
We should try that next week.
Maybe. I'll talk to him.
After that, we did the Mothman fallacies. We talked about the movies and, the Men in Black and, the whole Indrid Cole thing, as well as generally discussed the Mothman.
Mothman. I am Mothman.
That myth just jumped around so much.
Phil, don't destroy everything. I have very little in this world.
Oh,
very little.
I'll give you Mothman. You can have Mothman.
I love the Mothman.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, dude. Jeez.
Fucking Richard tries to ruin it every time.
Don't try to ruin it. I just think,
No, you try to ruin it.
It was obviously an owl and mass hysteria, but
no. Only Mothman hangs out in abandoned ammo bunkers.
That's right, Richard.
Why would an owl be in an abandoned ammo bunker?
That's right. What do they need to be there for? Only the Mothman.
I mean, it's not like they have mice and rats running around.
Yeah, I'm just gonna answer a quick question from the chat room.
Oh no.
Someone has asked, an open house episode would be cool, taking questions from the chat. We have tried that numerous times.
Yeah.
And it's always Dean Cooper asking stupid shit. All right.
Yes, we never get questions from the chat that are decent. It's always from one or two people. No one, we don't get like everybody in the chat participating, asking like decent questions. It winds up degenerating into bullshit.
So, but if you guys want to ask questions, I'm monitoring the chat room, and we will answer them as best we can.
Sure.
And I say that at the beginning of every show.
Sure.
It's out there. You can ask questions. We will happily listen to you. After we did the Mothman show, we did a show devoted to Steve's birthday.
I think it was my birthday too. Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. It was around
the birthday show.
The birthday episode.
Yeah, and then after the birthday show, we have I was up there by getting Mick West for this show. I feel like that was the personal best.
Oh, that was the pinnacle. Dude, that was the pinnacle.
This next show was a personal worst, as I got us the Doomsday Preppers.
Oh, dear Jesus.
And I was counting on them being insane, because every Doomsday Prepper I've ever talked to is completely insane. And these two were like perfectly normal, making valid points. Very decent.
We'll just talk to Phil. Phil is much like a doomsday prepper.
I am a doomsday prepper.
He is constantly prepping for the
Always.
end.
Yep.
I don't think going to the supermarkets and buying all their rum and putting it under their houses.
No, listen.
Which is
Phil is always preparing for the end. Let me tell you, right now. Always.
every evening on the deck on my chair
There you go.
with a cigar
That's right.
and a drink. And
Phil lives
it,
his
baby.
life like
Do
we
it.
all should.
Just do it, baby. Right now.
That's right.
Do it.
That's right.
You
Do it.
Fucking cowards.
Do it.
Fucking cowards. Right here, man.
I can take it, man.
That's how you do it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
So, what are our thoughts on the West Memphis 3?
What are our thoughts on the West Memphis 3? They were wrongfully accused. And it was bullshit what happened to him. There.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Phil? Yeah.
Phil, what do you think about the West Memphis 3?
Oh, yeah. As little as possible, usually.
Oh, okay.
They were three guys, and what happened to them was, bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
End of show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I hope
wonder
that
what-
answers your
I wonder what
question.
Their family thought about it all.
Hmm.
Should have had their family members on.
Yeah, we could have talked to them. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. What was it like being apart from the three?
Let's get in touch. Answers on a postcard.
Yes.
So after we did the unbelievably terrible Doomsday episode,
And it was
we
terrible.
had Fortean Slip episode where Chris dropped the ball. Basically, Chris completely forgot to alert me to what the topic was, so we didn't have a show topic
At all?
at all.
Wow.
Those are
'Cause that
usually
was
the
back.
best shows.
That was back when we stopped. We weren't deciding the topic a week in advance, and you were going to tell me. You just forgot to tell me.
That's right too. Yeah.
That was the actual.
So much has changed. I like I like springing it on you though.
I know you do.
I do like springing shit on you at the last minute. I think that's fun.
It is fun.
And I need to do more of that in the coming year.
Do you know, I generally thought last week we were going to have Tim Fasano as a guest. That was what I thought the special surprise was.
I wish.
Dred Funn didn't even enter my mind.
I've been working out. See these arms? I got it over the young bucks.
We need to make that happen this year, Chris. We need to make the Phil pulling Tim Fasano thing happen.
The verses?
Yeah, the verses.
Well, see, first of all, we'd have to get Tim to actually respond. That's the first part. And I have not been able to get him to respond to me. I don't know about you.
For the 18th.
Excuse me. What's that?
That's because he quit bigfooting for the 18th time.
But he didn't. He came back already.
I know that. Yeah, yes. And soon we'll have number 19. Or 20 or 21, whatever it is.
But that's blackjack, Phil.
Well played, sir. So the next show we did was one of your favorite topics, which is the what normal animals might evolve to into the future, the flightless bats and
Yeah, the
dog bats.
The life after man.
Yep.
Yes.
It was a good subject. You enjoyed that. We had a good show on that.
I enjoy those shows.
Well, of course you would. Animals, no humans around. All the animals are fucking each other and turning into weird creatures.
Whoa, Phil.
I'm just saying.
Whoa.
I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Did I say you were into bestiality?
What are you saying? That I'm into fucking furry orgies? What's your problem, Phil?
You can be into anything you want to, Chris.
Yeah?
Honestly.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
not- we're
that a
not
man's
judging you.
home is. I think a man's home is his dungeon, castle. You know, it's a sacred place.
Listen, the only person on this show that may probably is into furries is Steve Alcorn. I mean, come on.
How do you know that?
Huh?
How do you know that? How do you know I haven't got a giant ferret costume?
Hey, listen, I put nothing past you. You're British. That's a completely different thing. Completely different.
I'm just saying, I could be a furry. You'll never know.
I could be a furry.
I'd date me.
Putting your little fucking furry cock between your fucking legs.
Why have you always got to go too far?
Why?
I mean, what?
Listen, it puts the Febreze on its fucking.
Oh, you are just the worst.
I am the worst. I love it.
The worst.
All right, what was next, Richard?
Next, we had the end of Fake News, another show where we just slated Steve.
The end of fake news. Fake news has ruined America, as we all know. It's ruined it. It's the end. It's the end times. Phil?
Yep. No,
Deck.
we are.
End times.
Cigar.
I want you to know you should stock up on some more friggin' rum tomorrow.
I'm on my way.
We're in the end times. So the end times. It could happen at any moment. Any moment.
Anyway,
Well, damn! I should get out there and light one up then.
real tragedy is that it doesn't.
Phil, why wait? Why go out? That's right. I agree. Completely.
Okay. So after the end of Fake News, we had an episode devoted to dream interpretation.
Did we?
Yeah.
Whose idea was that?
It sounds
Steve.
like mine, if I'm honest.
Dream interpretation. Huh. Did you actually listen to the show?
I listened to some of it, yeah.
So was it your idea? You would know. I mean,
We didn't actually say, you just started the show, we decided we were going to talk about dream interpretation. But it's something I'm interested in, so I assume it was me that broached the idea.
yeah.
And we had a good chat about it, and then we went off topic again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I vaguely remember that episode. Vaguely. So
Then we did an episode on time travel. Not
Time
John
travel.
Teeter, just any time travel.
oh. Damn
It
it.
was actually one of our shortest shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Must have not had much to talk about that week.
We do have the ability to travel through time. You guys did prove that.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yes, I've proved it many times, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Many.
we had possibly my most favorite show.
I try not to talk about it too much, Phil, because I don't want people to know that I have the secret of time travel.
Yeah, well, it's well protected, but you let the cat out of the bag on that.
Yeah, but
show.
people don't believe it.
Oh,
Phil.
well,
People don't buy it. People don't buy it, Phil. They don't get it.
Well, that's on them. I mean, just give it
That's
to them.
true. That's very true. It's on them.
Yeah.
I'm showing them the way. You can take a fucking horse to water. So
You put your
right.
hand in a pile of goo.
Okay, Richard, what was next?
The next was possibly my favorite show we've ever done, which was the John Teeter interview.
Oh boy. We went from time travel to John Teeter
Yeah, it was.
because then we
meant to
did the
be.
follow-up show on John Teeter.
The follow-up show was just pretty much you and Phil.
Well, because listen, we let this fucking John Teeter guy come on the show.
Blah 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 blah.
Exactly. And we let him just go. because he
Yeah.
basically said at the beginning of the show, before we even started, if you guys try to attack me in any way, I'm done. So Steve and I were just like, oh, we'll just take a fucking back seat and we'll just let him fucking ramble. And then I felt like, because of the show, type of show that we are, that the next week we should come back and discuss it. But the whole entire show, we were being extremely tongue-in-cheek. Like, I was throwing out friggin' I was fucking ragging on the guy the entire time, and he didn't even realize it.
We were just throwing him random conspiracy theories, and he was weaving them into his narrative.
It was just fucking, it was awesome. To me, it was
a really
awesome.
good show.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was like everything I hoped the Doomsday Preppers would have been, because the man was legitimately crazy. I mean,
so much fun.
So much fun. Great show. And then, as you said, you and Phil did the follow-up. We did another time traveler show after that.
Really?
Yeah.
That must have been
about the paradox of time travel. Like, would it really be possible? Because if you change something, then you wouldn't go back and change it. But then it wouldn't be changed. No. So we did a show on that. Then we did a show on DB Cooper.
Oh, yeah, because of the new shit that keeps coming up. Phil, what do you think about DB Cooper?
I think he made it.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. I thought you were going to totally destroy that one. Be like, no.
He, I think he lost. I think he lost some of. Probably one bag, that washed downstream to the Columbia River. That's the one they found, but I think he got away with one of the two bags.
And
I think he was living near Kaiser, Oregon for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had me and Steve spent most of the show arguing because I very much believe that DB Cooper died in the forest that night, and Steve thinks he got away.
Yeah.
And me and Steve spent a great deal of the show arguing about that.
Well, there's really nothing to argue about because either scenario is probable.
Yeah.
So what's to argue?
Well, it's just Steve likes to push my buttons.
Oh,
he does it on purpose.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I like changing up the topic at the last minute on you.
Yeah.
Because, you go back and listen to these old shows, and you can't tell on the night while it's happening. If you go back and listen, you can hear how Steve is gradually winding me up sometimes.
That's entertainment.
Da, 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 da.
So we did that, and then we did an episode on Skinwalker Ranch. I remember being disappointed about that because I looked into it for the first time, and it was all just a bunch of conjecture and bullshit. I was really upset about it.
You thought maybe there was some credence?
There's not even any history. There's not even any history.
Come on, Phil.
It's literally just someone wanted to sell their ranch.
You're just fucking trying to destroy some fucking poor little British boy's fucking hopes and dreams, Phil.
And
he just wanted to have Skinwalker Ranch.
So,
yeah. I'm sorry, Richard. I'm sorry. The people like Phil destroyed your hopes and dreams.
He is the worst.
If I would have known you were going to research it, Richard, I would have warned you in advance. That's the kind of a straight up guy I am. Richard, don't. He would
have wanted to tell you himself so he could so he could hear.
Well, everyone goes on about it. I thought there was something to it, but it's just some guy wanted to sell his ranch and made up a bunch of bullshit.
And now it's people wanting to sell videos and articles and.
It's really, really.
Do they have a TV show about Skinwalker Ranch yet?
And George Knapp.
And George Knapp.
And then after that, we did a show on the Goat Man.
Goat Man.
One of my favorites.
I do like the Goat Man.
Goat Man's a shit.
That was a
You know,
demonic masturbation.
It was more than one
Manifestation.
goat man too. There was several goat men actually.
The Jersey Devil.
Yeah,
Goat
one
man.
one of them was the escapee from the traveling circus or whatever.
Goat man.
Carnival. And
Lobster Boy?
yeah, no, it's Goat Man.
Goat man.
Back in the 1920s.
Goat man.
Then we did a show on Area
Goat
51.
man. What happened at Area 51?
We did a show about the mysterious lights over it and what's in it. Me and you came to the idea that you wouldn't hide anything in Area 51. You'd put it in a base that everyone could go onto in New York or something. And Steve remained convinced. Yeah, hide it in plain sight. And Steve remained convinced that there was something there. But I believe he was just winding me up.
I don't remember this. I might have to go back and listen to this to make sure.
I've always wondered why it is.
Why it is what, Phil?
Well, I mean, I actually know why it is.
Listen, Phil, sit down and talk. Sit down and talk to the doctor.
It all started years ago.
Yes.
I had my first beer.
Well, these things happen, Phil.
Yeah.
The sweet taste of sweet booze. So we did the Area 51.
Phil, did it taste great?
Why do people
or was it less filling?
who see and film standard aircraft lights from a distance always have to put them up on YouTube saying they're mysterious lights?
I don't know. Why do people put Chinese lanterns on there and say they're mysterious lights?
Why do people launch Chinese lanterns for their neighbors to look at and say mysterious lights?
People are weird.
Is it really that difficult to understand?
Why does Phil drink until he can't speak?
Is it really that difficult to understand?
Why
bigger elephants can always understand smaller elephants.
Okay. So anyway, what did we do? Area 51.
And then
mysterious
we did
lights. Were there mysterious lights, Phil?
No, they were just aircraft.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then we did a show on the Solder Children.
Yes.
It was a very depressing episode. It was just me and you, and we weren't. And I knew a lot about it, and you didn't know anything about it. It wasn't a very good one.
I didn't know shit about the Solder Children. Sorry there, Richard. I couldn't back you up. I wasn't, I wasn't on point that night. I can admit when I'm wrong. Okay.
Okay, and yeah, it was it's a subject that I like talking about. It's a very deep mystery, but you didn't really seem to care. But we were very depressed about that episode. Very sad story. After we did the Solder Children, we did our very first episode on Bigfoot for the year.
Whoa! We finally did one on Bigfoot?
We went 7 months without doing a show on Bigfoot.
Holy shit.
So
that's a long time, Phil. Listen, we went 7 months without talking about the big man.
That's actually pretty commendable.
You like that shit?
Because, we're all Bigfoot people, so.
Yeah. All right, so what would we do it about?
It was just about new photos about why they're always blurry.
Yeah.
Whether or not Bigfoot actually exists.
Whether or not Phil Polling's a humongous tool for destroying every video that comes out about Bigfoot.
And was that in the show?
Might have been.
And that was the first show.
Phil, I often say that you destroy my hopes and dreams.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
Make fun of Russell Accord for holding Bob Gimmer.
Everyone's got to have their goals in life.
Did somebody cut down a tree yet at this point?
No. That was later on in the year.
All right.
That is the highlight of my year, and I'm getting to that. But
all right.
The next show we did was on the Chupacabra, and the less said about that is the better. I hate the
No one
chupacabra.
expects
Fucking-
the Spanish chupacabra.
That's what you called the show, and I hate the chupacabra as a concept. Can I just say that it's obviously not real?
Right.
And we did a whole show about it.
Right.
The next show we did was on urban legends.
Right.
You know, the mother who cooks the baby in the oven, the guy living in the attic. But that was the twist. All the urban legends were true. That was
Phil, they were true. Did you hear that shit?
Except I had evidence that actually shows that.
What about the clown? What about the clown statue? Urban legend. Is that one true?
I don't know about that one,
You
so
don't
it
know?
must be true.
Oh, okay. All right. Continue,
Right.
Richard.
we did that. Then we did an episode on time slips.
Time slips. Time
Time
keeps
slips.
on slipping, slipping, slipping.
I wasn't a
In-
big fan of this
Into
topic.
Phil's future.
You were really into it.
I was?
wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't into it that much.
Listen, time slips are the way to go, man. They're quick.
They're quick.
Happens quick. You know, nobody's the wiser. Time slip. That's what happens. We go with it.
Yeah.
Phil, what are you
Right.
gonna do if you fall through a time slip?
Depends. How big is the time slip?
You're there. You're doing nothing. You're there. Time slip.
Well, I just sit on my deck and wait for it. You know.
Do you
Cigar.
come back? In these time slips, do we come back?
I don't know.
Dunno.
You
Or
should
was it
go
just a
in-
time slip?
you do some.
I need to understand all the parameters.
Do you? Why?
Yes.
Why?
Because if I don't understand the parameters, like how am I supposed to navigate my way through this hypothetical situation?
Oh, you don't navigate. No.
Oh,
There's
Oh.
no navigation. No.
oh. All right.
No.
All right. Richard, continue.
All right. So after we did that, we did the show on first contact protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie with Jean-Luc Picard
No, not that one.
and the Borg.
No.
Oh.
This was about government's protocol.
And
for,
and the guy that said, "That'll do, pig. That'll do."
him.
Okay.
And so that was that show. We did it on government first contact protocols. We had a good laugh on that show because there was some really funny shit for first.
And then he was in
Contact.
that movie with fucking Harrison Ford, and he said, "These cartels present a clear and present danger to the United States of America." And then later
wasn't
on, Harrison Ford says, "The fuck it wasn't it?
It wasn't him. No,
Oh, did I fuck up,
you fucked up.
Richard? I'm so sorry."
I know who you're thinking of. He does look like that guy. But it's
Oh,
not.
you're right. Didn't we lose him this year though? The guy that played in First Contact. Didn't he pass away?
I believe so.
Such a horrible loss. Look at
I
me.
always remember him
Look
from
at me
the
try to
news.
just wash over my complete fucking bomb. All right. What else we got, Richard? First
All right
contact.
then. So we did that first contact protocols. Then we re-interviewed Tim Fasano.
Again?
And again. That's always fun.
Oh, that was, as I recall, a shit show. Richard.
I've got it over the young guns.
Oh boy.
It was 2 hours, and me and Tim got into a massive argument.
You know, I I think if we promoted it properly, Richard, I think we could get a UFC type pay-per-view situation going on if we got Phil and Tim Fasano. Grudge match. In the cage. What do you think? Are you with me?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Listen, don't contain your fucking excitement. You know, I mean, You really?
I was looking up whether or not that guy's dead or not, and he's not.
He's not?
He's not.
Damn it. I am like fucking batting 0 tonight. Okay. Continue, Richard. What else we got?
All right.
Since I suck.
You don't suck.
I
So we
suck.
interviewed Tim Fasano. Me and him got into it because
Yes,
he's a
you
massive
did.
racist. And, you know,
Whoa. Allegedly.
no, he's a massive fucking racist. He kept telling me England was going to be under Sharia law. And I know you feel the same way, Phil. Just shut up about it.
No.
Whoa. Wow. Okay, let's get past that. Quick.
Sharia
Mom and Dad, there's spaghetti on the wall. No. What's next?
Okay. And then after that, you finally let me do the Urban Video Game Myths episode, which you and Steve just ruined.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
You did, because you took a great pleasure in ruining it for me.
Oh, didn't I?
Did you? You loved every moment of it.
It was a good time. Let's all just go back to that episode for a minute. It's like my happy place. Okay. All right. What was next, Richard?
No, please, by all means.
No. You can continue.
Okay, and this one, the one after that, was a legendary episode because it was the first episode I've showcased my pirate voice.
Oh boy.
The Charles Fort in Charge episode.
Oh yeah.
And
of our dreams.
Of our dreams. It was a really good episode. We all enjoyed it.
We learned some things about Charles Fort.
We did.
That's right. Every once in a while, the show is you learn from it. It's a learning experience. Phil, if you paid attention, you'd know this.
You may be correct.
I just want to let you know.
But I wouldn't know since I usually don't pay much
attention. Yeah, I know. Okay, so Richard.
Okay. So that was a good show. We all enjoyed it. We had a good time. After that, we did Demonic Possession episode.
Which by the way, we had Phil Polling on for.
We did. We did. Because I ripped off all the research from his now defunct Super Soylent channel.
Yes, I remember this. And I said it would be a good idea to have him on because you ripped off all the shit from him.
And I just let him do it. I mean,
yeah. Well, what else are you gonna do, Phil?
He was reading verbatim. He was reading verbatim, and I was like, that kind of sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I literally wrote down everything from that video.
As I recall, Phil and I had a good time tearing you apart that show.
Yeah, you did. This was around the time that we realized the best format for the show was you and whoever ripping the piss out of me.
When Steve wasn't around.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct, Phil. That's Steve. What are we going to do with that, Steve?
Gosh darn Steve. God damn it, Steve.
That's right, Steve. Steve couldn't even be here for the year in rear view.
Steve Alcorn.
Some say he is.
Let's get ready to rumble. Oh, shit. The Sunday.
Steve.
Sunday.
Oh, I definitely. I swear to God, if I could get you and fucking Fasano on the show to fucking battle it out, I would promote the ever loving shit out of that.
Actually, I would
best
too.
show ever.
Oh, I would love the fuck out of that show.
Could you match Tim Fasano? Awesome intellect, Phil. Would you not feel intimidated?
Listen. Oh, before you even respond, Phil, you got to understand something. The first thing you have to do is make sure that fucking Fasano is in no way going to tap out. because otherwise it doesn't work. Phil's not going to tap out. Phil's not going to jump out of the fucking fight.
No.
Phil's in.
So you'd want to make him rage quit.
But anyway.
That would be the object.
He would
to make Tim Fasano rage quit.
Yeah, I think he'd bail because it would just it would become almost like a no-win scenario for him. It would be the fucking Kobayashi Maru.
Everyone would have to take bets on: is it going to bail at minute 3? Is it going to bail at minute 6?
Yeah, there's going to be a board with squares.
Little squares.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I would promote the shit out of that show. The ever-loving shit out of that show. But anyway,
it's the resurrection of the black tarp here on Sunday.
Sunday. See Phil Poling versus Tim Fasano. We got him in the octagon. There's mud.
It would be one of the best fucking shows of our life.
The battle of the skunk ape versus
the Ruiner.
The grudge match of the century. That would be fun. It would really be a fun show.
I would love that shit. Every minute of it. Every minute of it. Like I listen, I like when fucking Tim goes off. It's great. I don't care what anybody says. You know?
It is great. It is great when he actually knows what he's talking about.
He is a hoot. And he went off on a couple of things on our show the first time he was on, and it was a good time. I enjoyed it. So, but I think the Phil Poling, Tim Fasano fight for the future should go down. It will be the true war for the planet of the skunk apes.
The only thing about that is the outcome. He'll just quit Bigfooting again.
But he'll come back, Phil. So it's not a big deal.
That's right.
It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. It's like a Band-Aid.
I don't know, Phil. I don't know. I think he'd go the distance, and it would be a good show.
Okay, yeah. So, what kind of cash are we laying in on this?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Like first of all, we'd have to be able to get him to do it, which that's the first problem.
Yeah,
Therein lies
the
the problem. Yeah. I can't even get him to respond to, so you retired, huh?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
He bailed on you and didn't even get started.
That's right. So, all right, what was after that, Richard?
Okay, after that, we moved on to probably the best title of our career, which was Wake Me Up Before You Ogo Pogo.
Yes.
The show on
Yes. Yes, that was a good episode. I liked that one. I think it wasn't that an Alcorn?
Yeah, that was a Alcorn title. He came up with the title.
Got to give him credit. Every once in a while, that fucking Alcorn pulls one out of his ass. Okay, so what was next, Richard?
It was a good show. It was a good show.
Keep the flow going, Bob. Keep the flow going.
The next one, we did a show on all the conspiracies regarding the Titanic.
Oh, that awful piece of shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A conspiracy of Titanic proportions was the show.
Yes. Yes. Do you remember that bag of shit, Phil?
Yes, I do.
Unfortunately.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You do. Yeah, it wasn't good.
It's like a splinter that you just can't pull out of your finger.
Was on alien abductions and alien probing and all that stuff.
Ah, yes.
A probing topic.
Stick a finger in me bum. Yes.
Really?
Hey, listen. What do you want from me?
I don't know better than that.
He said bum.
After that, we did a fan favorite because they always mention it in the chat room. We did the Tale of Bobby Dunbar.
Bobby Dunbar.
Bobby Dunbar.
Who doesn't
Yes.
love fucking Bobby Dunbar?
Oh, you know, he got a new pony and everything.
You got a new pony, man.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong with a new pony?
There you go. He loved it. And, you know, I'm not sure the fans actually like the show.
Phil
but
got a
sure-
new pony once. Phil got a new pony once. It was a long, long time ago. And that pony became a prized horse. And then a mob boss cut it off and put its head in Phil's bed.
Poor pony.
That's what happened.
I don't even think you're making that up. I think that really happened.
Yeah, and then later I got together with Scorsese, and
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And we're like, have I got a tale for you?
And
the rest is history.
Phil was like, "You listen here, my Kraut Mick friend."
And then we did another show on the Mothman.
The Mothman again?
Yeah, we
Jesus.
did another show.
We
on the
love that Mothman. Well, I do.
You love the Mothman.
Fucking love the Mothman.
I rate the Mothman
More
somewhere between
Mothman.
Bigfoot and the
Mo
Chupacabra.
Mothman, Mo better. That's what I say.
God in heaven heard you say that.
He
Just
fucking did. Continue.
And then we did one of my favorite subjects, which is the Lost Roanoke colony.
That was a good
Ooh, I
one.
love that. I love that.
Roanoke's a good subject.
Where did they go? Shut up, Phil. I just knew you were just going to say something like, "Well, actually, Richard, they actually went here."
Well,
Well, no.
Richard,
I already
they
did.
actually were abducted by aliens. What?
Yeah, they were actually
Phil?
abducted by aliens.
Phil, who are you?
I can't find any other reason to explain it.
It's gotta
Okay, so
be.
after we did
They were taken by some kind of extraterrestrial being.
Archaeologists found their bones wrapped up in a plastic black tarp somewhere near the Everglades.
That's right. Continue, Richard.
Rishi, and after we did Roanoke, we did the Dyatlov Pass incident.
Dyatlov, which Steve missed.
He missed. It was Phil's show.
Yeah, the Dyatlov Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, have you ever heard of the American Dyatlov Pass?
No, I haven't.
Yes, I have posted it before.
Was that also
As
caused
the
by
train goes by. What's that?
Was that also caused by a shallow avalanche?
No avalanches. And I dispute your theory. I think they were killed by aliens, Phil.
Okay,
and
all
I'm
right.
sticking to that fucking story.
You got it.
And there's
You got it,
nothing.
man.
There's
It's
nothing
all-
you can
it-
say
you
that
got
can
it.
tell me different.
No
They
problem.
died
You
fucking
got
at
it.
the hands of
definitely.
extraterrestrial
Yeah.
fucking
You believe whatever you want to.
usurpers, Phil.
Absolutely.
They
You got it.
fucking came here
Yep.
and they ruined that poor guy
Yeah, that
and his
poor guy.
team.
Yeah, the whole team.
The whole fucking team.
Yeah.
They were experts.
Yeah, experts.
Experts. That's
Mhm.
right. But did that go over well, Phil?
That
did.
died in an avalanche. I mean,
Well,
everything
fine,
that you
so-
said plus that died in the avalanche.
Okay.
Died in the
All right.
avalanche.
All right. Yeah, no,
No one knows whether
the
or not
American
the
American
avalanche actually happened.
Dyatlov Pass. They equate it to the American version of it. I can't remember exactly what happened. I think they left the car and they go. It's I forget the whole story. I'm not
Mhm.
up on it, but you should check it out. You'll probably have your own theory right off the bat, and you'll ruin it for me, which will upset me, and
Mhm.
I'll have to go on.
In that case, I'll look
antidepressants.
into it.
Yeah, that'd be great if you could do that. I could use
No problem.
more depression in my life.
Mhm.
Richard,
Oh,
what's next?
oh. Next we did, I think it was someone in the chat room suggested this, Tunguska.
Tunguska.
Which, turned out to be pretty interesting, to be fair.
Yeah, well,
I liked it.
big explosions in the sky usually are.
It was pretty cute. What was it actually, Phil? You must know.
It was an ice ball, a giant ice ball that came into our atmosphere, and
It
the
was-
heat and pressure caused the ice ball to blow up.
Richard, it was ancient aliens.
It was ancient aliens. I'm sorry.
Phil is mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have
As
spoken.
usual.
I've spoken with Giorgio Tsoukalos
Yeah, Giorgio
And-
knows this crap.
and Eric von Daniken
Mhm.
and Linda Moulton Handbag.
Mhm.
And I'm here to tell you, it's ancient aliens.
Ancient aliens.
It's fucking ancient aliens.
Yeah.
All the way. Tunguska.
All the way. After that, we did a show on the Winchester Mansion, which I consider to be very interesting. Phil joined us for that one.
The Winchester Mansion.
Yeah.
Ah.
The mansion that blood built.
That's right.
And then we moved on from that to, another fucking cryptid that I despise, Dogman.
The Dog Man.
Yeah, that was a very
was-
dogmatic episode.
It was a dog, man.
Ian.
Joke.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we got the reference.
Yeah, no, man. It was a dog.
You can stop now.
Get it.
Man, you want to hit off my bong, man?
Okay, moving on. Then we did the witch episode on witches across
It
the globe.
was Scooby Doo, man.
Yeah, we got it. Thanks. You can stop.
All right,
Cool.
dude. All right, man. All right.
Right. You're going to keep doing it anyway.
Yeah, man.
So after we did the witch show, we moved on to
Hey,
vampires.
don't bunk out that joint. Pass it over here.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
did one on the witches, man.
The witch's man.
Man. Yeah, man. They live in the woods, dude.
Guys dying under doors with rocks.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. What was next, Richard, man?
What was next? After
Yeah.
that, we did vampires.
Vampires, dude. I played with one of them cats.
Right.
It ended badly. He got a stake through his heart, man.
On stage.
It was right in the middle of a performance, dude. He was mid transformation from vampire dude to bat, and he took a stake in the heart. It was beautiful, man.
How do you know that that's not Mothman?
Could have been. Could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been. Yes.
That's right.
Could have been a lot of things.
Mm.
So after we did vampires, we did Krampus.
Krampus, dude.
Thank God we're finally getting to the end of these.
That's Krampus.
Fucking,
man.
you're just going to do that for the rest of the show now, aren't you?
Listen,
Yeah.
Krampus. He was a pretty sick dude. He beat people with sticks, dude.
Okay, that's it. The Big Lebowski is a terrible film.
I didn't mean to put a Krampus in your style.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
How do
man.
you like it, motherfucker? How
What,
do you
you're
like
comparing that shit to my awesome pirate voice? I don't
Um,
think so.
it? I
think he was
compare.
comparing you to Steve, actually.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just mean.
Richard.
Yeah.
Richard, Happy New Year, Richard.
Happy New Year, Chris.
Yeah, no one can ever replace you, Richard. You got me Mick West.
True,
know-
I am a
do you know-
humble genius.
Do you know how much that warms the cockles of my heart?
Or even below the cockles.
Right.
Some down subcockle region.
That's right. And I get a little stemmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's just so you're safe.
I'm sorry.
You're safe. It's okay. Sorry. Happy New Year.
Happy New
But
Year.
not Merry Christmas. Not
But
for you.
not Merry Christmas.
No, but Happy New Year.
I enjoyed my Festivus this year.
But Happy Boxing Day, Richard.
Thanks, homie.
I missed that one. No Merry Christmas. You get the Happy Boxing Day. You get the Happy New Year. That's it. I'm done.
All right.
I won't play
And
ball.
as this year closes, we look back fondly on
Jesus Christ.
it. Yarr.
This is where I tap out.
Happy New Year, Slipites.
This Phil is where you find me in my David Carradine in the closet hanging while jerking off moment.
If I could pick one of my friends to die like that, it would probably be you, Chris.
Oh, absolutely. Why not? Who wouldn't want to die that way?
Yeah. You know what his last words were, don't you?
Fuck off.
Oh, yeah, that's the shit.
Is this too tight? Oh, shit. It has been a year, Richard. I can say
It
that.
has been 1 year,
It's been a year. And,
almost to the day.
lots changed. And yet, we still keep doing this fucking piece of shit show. Richard, I don't know why.
I'm 30 minutes into New Year's Eve.
Are you now?
I can't wait for tonight. I'm going to get smashed.
Wow, listen to you.
I'm going to get so drunk, they're going to have to invent new words to how drunk I am.
They're gonna be pouring. You're gonna fucking have people pouring shots into your asshole.
I don't need shots. I made some cider earlier in the year and it's lethal.
Huh. Well, you know, if you put it in your butt, you get drunk quicker. You can also
Why would I put it in my butt?
because you want to get smashed.
Yeah, I want to actually drink it, not just pour it into my eyes or my
That's what
butt or
Phil.
my
That's what
nose.
Phil does when he wants to fucking like really amp it up. He does a couple of quick shooters in his bum. Fucking, he is ready to go. Let me tell you.
He said bum again.
That's right. See, Phil knows. Phil knows, Richard. It's the way to do it.
New Year's Eve is actually the one evening that I don't drink.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Phil. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
Sorry.
What, in protest?
Oh,
No, I want to be sober so I can see all the ridiculousness that's going on around me.
oh. I'm
Any
sorry.
other night of the year is
Phil?
free game, but
Phil. I'm sorry.
oh, no, you don't have to apologize.
I don't buy it. But but anyway.
You know I'm lying, right?
Mm.
Okay. Saw right through me.
Yep.
Fine.
No. I'm sorry, Phil.
Okay.
A true alcoholic doesn't give up.
You just spoiled it. You're the spoiler.
I am, just like you. Much like you, my friend. I have spoiled the moment, as I should.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It does. This has been an interesting year. For those of you who are our regular listeners, as always, we appreciate you. Happy New Year, and hopefully we will bring to you some form of entertainment. However, not very much.
We'll bring you something. We can guarantee you that.
That's about all we can guarantee.
That's as far as we'll go. You will get something.
Something. It's like a grab bag at the store. You don't know what you're getting. You're going to pay something for it, though. But you don't pay anything for this, so fuck you.
Yes. They did.
This has been the Fortean Slip, episode 57, the year in rear view. If you like this shit, hit the little thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the little thumbs down button. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Check out Phil's channel, youtube.com/parabreakdown. He hasn't done any videos, so I don't know why I'm sending you there. But you can go watch his old shit. Right, Phil?
Right.
Yeah. Check out Bigfoot with Keith and Colin on Facebook. That's Richard's comic strip. Check out Matt Knapp at youtube.com/bigfootcrossroads. Check out, as always, Dred Funn. Great having him on the show at dredfun.com and youtube.com/dredfun. It has been a long time since we'd talked to Dred Funn, and it was so much fun having him on right before Christmas. This Saturday, be down the rabbit hole. David has asked me to omit his name from the title.
Don't blame him at all.
David, and I completely understand why, but this Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Pacific, will be down the rabbit hole with my special guest, David Batdorf. And I still am working on Mr. Matt Knapp. We did have a discussion last night, so maybe that will come to
When you
fruition.
say midnight, do you mean Friday night or Saturday?
No, I mean
night?
Saturday night at midnight.
So Sunday morning.
Basically, for you, it would be airing at 5 a.m. for you Sunday morning.
Right, cool. I just want to know so I can listen.
All right. Anyway, until then, see ya.